The girl at the registration desk tilted her head, scanning the list again, pen tapping against the clipboard. "Sorry, sir. Your name isn't here." Her politeness felt scripted, like she'd already been warned about me. I almost laughed. Behind her, the ballroom glowed with warm light and laughter. Glasses clinked, voices hummed. My wife's world of silk dresses and polished shoes, a world where I apparently didn't exist. I found her near the stage. She was dazzling, I'll admit, hair pinned high, diamonds whispering at her neck. At first, she didn't notice me, too busy laughing with her senior partners, the men she called mentors but spoke like gods. When her eyes finally met mine, she approached, that tight smile she wore for cameras. "You're not supposed to be here," she said softly, so no one else could hear. I kept my voice even. They didn't have my name at the desk. Thought maybe it was a mistake. She rolled her eyes so hard they could have cut glass. "Did you really think you'd be invited?" The words hung like a blade, sharp, final. I smiled slowly, deliberately. I understood perfectly. Then I turned and walked away. No fight, no scene. That's what she wanted, a spectacle, a little public humiliation to decorate her evening. What she didn't know was that I'd already been planning my exit, and I don't leave quietly. 3 weeks earlier, I found her second phone, the one she claimed was just for work. Except it wasn't work calling at midnight. It wasn't briefs or motions in her photo gallery. It was him, her boss, the same man who once shook my hand and told me I was lucky to have such a brilliant woman. Lucky, that word again. I hated it. I didn't rage. I didn't throw the phone. I studied it screen by screen, text by text, tracking patterns, hidden folders, timestamps. A lawyer's arrogance leaves trails, and she was arrogant enough to think I wouldn't look. I waited, and while I waited, I copied emails, photos, contracts, wire transfers, all the signatures that reeked of fraud. Not just her sins, but her firm's. By the time the gala arrived, I had everything I needed. Back at my car, I opened my laptop. The ballroom's live feed was streaming. An eager intern had set up on the firm's site. Perfect. I didn't need to be inside to make myself heard. I scheduled the messages. One to the managing partners, one to sponsors, one to press, one to her. Her secret phone buried in that clutch she carried like a guilty secret. Then I waited. Half an hour later, the speeches began. Her boss took the stage, glowing with fake humility, talking about integrity and trust. I almost choked on the irony. That's when her phone buzzed. Once, twice, again. She tried to ignore it. I know her tells. Hand twitching against the clutch, nails tapping metal. By the fourth ring, people at her table noticed. Whispers, raised brows. She silenced it, forced a smile, but the screen kept lighting up. Message after message, screenshots, attachments, every secret spilling into daylight. Partners' phones lit up next, then sponsors, then the journalist I'd included, the one digging for a scandal. In under 10 minutes, the room shifted. Laughter dulled into murmurs. Eyes darted from phones to faces. Her boss stumbled mid-sentence, cleared his throat, tried to keep going, but silence spread like smoke. And she, my wife, sat frozen, clutch vibrating like a trapped wasp. I didn't need to see more. I knew the choreography. Partners huddling, demanding answers. Sponsors pulling checks. Journalists feasting. She would be left blinking, realizing the stage she built was crumbling beneath her. I drove home slowly, calm, heartbeat steady, no second thoughts. By the time she arrived, makeup smudged, dress clinging like a defeated flag. I was already packed. Suitcase by the door, ring on the counter. She opened her mouth, but I raised a hand. "Save it. You made your choice weeks ago." Her eyes burned with anger and panic, but beneath it all I saw it. The flicker of fear, not of losing me, of losing everything else. I picked up my bag and walked past her. No shouting, no begging, just silence. The faint echo of the life she thought she controlled. People ask her for venge heals. It doesn't close the wound, but it makes sure the scar is hers to carry, not mine. And scars, unlike lies, don't fade.